money working for you, or are you working for money? What's up, my fellow crypto lifestylers? How is everybody doing today? Wow, the markets are green, everybody's happy, everybody's making money once again. That's if you were following topcryptocurrencysignals.com though. You know, we presented this to my subscribers about a month ago for the first time. Well, actually 6 months ago for the first time. A month ago we actually went into depth about the service. So this is the question here, guys. As the music plays, let me know if it's a little bit too loud. I will take that off. We will be joined with Mark from topcryptocurrencysignals.com very shortly. But first, let me just take that off, guys. But first, what we're going to talk about here, what seems to be the talk of the town or talk of YouTube, is this. Is it the bull run or is it bullshit? Bull run or bullshit? 'Tis the question. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're going to look at briefly is a few graphs. And mind you, this is not my opinion. This is just basically and simply facts. Facts and statistics, okay, guys? So we're going to go to CoinMarketCap and we're going to look at where we were a month ago, okay, in November at 6,400-ish, and what was the low within that time frame, okay, which was 3,200. So let's get right to that right now. And by the way, I do appreciate everybody watching the live streams. You guys are awesome. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comment section before if you appreciate it or have found my live streams valuable. And if you're watching the live stream right now, let me know in the live chat box by smashing those like buttons, my fellow crypto lifestylers. So let's get right to it, guys. What you're going to see right here is my software come up, and then I'm going to share my screen with everybody, okay? So give me 1 sec. Okay, guys, so here we are. As you can see, let me just double check if we are there. Oh, 1 second. I got to go like this. And get that in there, okay. So there we are. Okay, guys, so check this out, okay? This is the graph, what we're looking at right now, which was pretty much from, what we got here, 6,361. Okay, guys, this is November 14th. Oh, sorry, November 12th. And if you see where Bitcoin went to, actually, somebody, let me just check the live chat for a second to make sure everything is in order. And what we got? Okay, we're still waiting for folks to come in. Okay, we are live there. My screen isn't being shared, guys. Okay, 1 second. Let me go like that. Ah, that's the problem. Okay, guys, so this is what we're gonna do. This should fix things right there. I do apologize for that, eh? That's the beauty of live. I guess you get the real deal, right? You see what's really going on. All right, so let's go right here. So here we go, guys. About a month ago, November 12th, we were sitting at 6,500, right? And then we see right here, which is around December 16th, we went to $3,200. Okay, yeah, we're good. I just have to double check. So $3,200, right, guys? That was the low. So that was pretty much a 47% loss in Bitcoin's price, right? And then from there, December 16th, is it? Yeah, 16th to today, we're sitting at roughly $4,080, right? So from the low of 3,200 to 4,800, that was a gain of about roughly 25%. Okay, now this is where everybody on YouTube starts screaming bull run. Okay, I'm talking about YouTubers, right? Not necessarily the people out there. But if you see this right here, this is where about 3 days ago, 4 days ago, everyone on YouTube saying the bull run's here, and they're all getting giddy and excited, and everyone's smiling all again. Everyone's having a grand time. It's good times, right? Good days right now, right? But guys, check this out. From 3,200 to 4,000, that is just 25% gains. And the overall picture from where we were not too long ago, just a month ago, okay, at 6,395 to where we are right now, 4,000, that is still a loss of 37% in Bitcoin. So how the hell are we in a bull market right now? Oh my God, I want to just like take my hand and slap somebody over here, you know what I mean? 37% still down, guys, okay? Now, I'm going to share with you guys some more interesting facts, and yes, I do have notes. I did my homework today, and I want to make sure I get to every point, right? So, let's go. We're going to look at the history of Bitcoin, and as the title suggests, incoming dump in January, incoming dump, ideally mid-January. This pattern seems to occur, guys. So let's go right here, okay? This chart is from December 5th of 2014 all the way to January of 2015. Why is this is important? Well, you're going to find out. So check this out, guys. We got Bitcoin sitting at, where is it, $370, right? We got December 6th. That's where it was, okay? Well, it was a little bit higher than that, 374, whatever. And then all the way, let's follow the chart all the way down here to about around January 14th, the following month or the following year, okay, of 2015, Bitcoin goes down to $193. That is a 51% loss, guys, okay? So maybe you're probably there thinking, well, you know what, Crypto Lifestyle, that was just 1 month. All right, it probably was just a one-time thing. Well, let's check the following year, the same exact time frame, the same dates, give or take. So December 12th, we got Bitcoin, and this is in, where are we? December 12th, 2015, okay, the following year. We have Bitcoin sitting at, could I get the top there? Roughly $469, right? And lo and behold, the following month or the following year, in January of 2016, Bitcoin is at $357, which is a loss of 23%. All right? Now, that's 2 years in a row. Maybe you might say, hey, well, you know, well, that's just 2 years in a row. All right, cool. Let's check out the next year. So we got here December 21st of 2016. This one's slightly different. Slightly. Not all that different, but check this out. So Bitcoin seems to climb here in December, right? December 26th, it's on a upward trend. It's going up. And right here in January is where we see is somewhat of a correction. It dips down, right? So Bitcoin sitting at 1,183 on January 5th while it was going up in December. And lo and behold, around January 13th, it goes to $768, which is a loss of 35% in Bitcoin, guys. Do you see this trend? All right. So that is 3 years, 3 years in a row. Now, if that's not enough for you, and maybe you got into cryptocurrency, say after December of 2017, this is well documented, one of the most biggest crash in Bitcoin history ever, unprecedented. Let's just go to that graph for those who weren't in cryptocurrency during that time. And I know most of you guys were, but I mean, if those three, historical data does not resonate with you, maybe this would. So December 18th, Bitcoin's at its all-time high of $19,900. Everybody's all hunky-dory. We're all enjoying life. Bitcoin's mooning. But look what happens here. Okay, I'll leave it up to the viewers. You guys tell me what happens in mid-January. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Bitcoin goes down to $10,000. That's a loss of 49%. All right, guys. So, that says a lot of what we should expect. So people want to say bull run, I say bullshit. Okay, let's see what happens in January. Now, what happens after that, we got a lot to look out for. Very positive stuff. So let's go on to the next little tidbit here I got for everybody. So I don't know if you guys saw my video I did on security tokens. I was saying that how, accredited investors are going to get in first. We're going to be buying their bags, so on and so forth. But let's look at this little article over here. So this is from the New York Stock Exchange. I believe, what's his name? Where is he? Sorry, Jeff Preacher. Okay, he's the chairman of the New York Stock Exchange. He's talking about introducing Bitcoin futures to his clients. Although Bitcoin's price going down, whatever they're investing. But check what they say right here. Right here, guys, to give it the best chance for success, we pushed it back to the holidays to give people more time to get on board. Now, I mean, you can interpret that how you please. Now, I mean, based off the data I just showed you guys, one could say, hey, maybe they're waiting for Bitcoin to go even lower. Because I just showed you guys, it's not my opinion, this is just statistical facts. Bitcoin always seems to go down by an average of, well, okay, if we combine in 2014, the 51% loss, 23% loss in 2015, 2016, 35% loss, and 2017, a 49% loss, we get an average of 37%. So roughly, I will expect us to see Bitcoin going down to about, a loss of 37%, guys. Now, let me just switch back to my software, and I hope that makes sense. Now take me out. Yeah, there's two of me. Look at that. That's much better. All right, guys. So now, as I said, we will be joined by Mark from TopCryptocurrencySignals.com. Let me see if he's in the house right now. Mark, are you there?
Hey man, how are you guys?
Hey,
What's
what's
going
up?
on?
I just hope everything was okay
Sir?
because when I'm sharing my screen, I'm not looking at my software, so I just wanted to make sure all the graphs and the pictures were
Yeah, yeah.
coming up okay. I think we're kind of off for a quick sec there, but let me take a glimpse at who is in the chat. I know we did start a little bit off there. We got 25 folks watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. We got Southside Playa says, damn. Hey, damn is right, my man. We got Zadom. What's that? Zadom, man, I don't know what's wrong with me, man. I apologize for everyone's username. I wish you guys could have the same username you do in my Telegram chats. That would save me a lot of grief and embarrassment once again. So we got 25 people here watching. Wonderful content, and I hope you guys, you could even reflect back to those graphs to see for yourself. So what really pissed me off, I don't know if you guys saw my last video. I was doing some Christmas shopping. I was in the mall having a good old time, and I had some time to kill. Went on my phone, and I'd seen all these YouTubers, Mark, talking about the bull run is here. So once again, this is the third time I'm saying this: bull run or bullshit. Mark, what are you saying, brother?
So yeah, so what do we saw in the last couple of days? It was a decompression. So for like I think 2 weeks straight we were going down, and then at one point we have to go up. So we found support at 3,000 around 3,000. That was expected to see a bounce from there. Ourselves, we started to buy since the 14. We switched all our stable coin into Bitcoin, XLM, and AOS. And from there, we've made a good percentage in USD, and we accumulate a lot of Bitcoin during that too.
Awesome. So we got a few more folks coming into the chat, guys, and for those who missed the graphs that I showed, I'll just briefly review them right now with you guys. So pretty much there's a trend with Bitcoin in January, ideally mid-January for the past 4 years, that it does a huge correction, it tanks, it dumps, whatever you want to refer to, whatever terminology you like better. So we are potentially looking at a dip in Bitcoin on an average of 34, 35, 37%. If you combined all of the previous 4 years and divide that by 4 to get the average, okay? So that's what we're looking at here. Now, one thing I always say, Mark, and, I'm sure you agree here, and I'm sure your members know this as well, Mark, members from your signal services, Bitcoin always does this in January, right? Now, that leads me to my question for you, Mark. Why does this happen to Bitcoin in January at the same damn time, mid-January?
A lot. Well, usually we see a spike happen. Usually in those Bitcoin cycle, we see a spike occur before at the beginning of December, and then people take some profit out of it at one point. So that's about it. And during Christmas, well. A lot of traders starting to be away. A lot of people are cashing out, like yourself when you went to buy some Christmas gift, crypto lifestyle, and then so what's happening there? It causes a selling pressure. Like people trade less, so they take money on their side to protect their portfolio. And more people do that, so it creates a sell pressure instead of creating a buying pressure. But so yeah.
Okay, so I could relate to that, right? As I just mentioned, guys, for the viewers who are watching and those who are going to be watching the replay, let me know if you could agree. Have you guys withdrawn money? Have you converted Bitcoin to cash? Because, I did it, right? At the end of the day, once a year is done, people do it for taxes or they do it for Christmas shopping or both, right? And that's literally what I did. So, yes, that does contribute to the price of Bitcoin tanking in January, right? Some people take before Christmas, during, and a little bit after. Has a lot to do with taxes. Now, it's well documented that the Bitcoin markets are heavily manipulated. Now, will this trend continue to happen in January? Now, that remains to that's left to, we still need to see if that will be the case. But I am led to believe that history repeats itself with Bitcoin, and we can see this happening again and again. So yeah, I mean, like, I personally think we would definitely see this happen again in January, man. It is what it is. So just kind of prepare yourself, and I get it. We all are waiting for this bull run. Mark, this has been a freaking year since we've been waiting for the bull run, right? When January came, we said the bull run would happen in April, the next 4 months, and we are still talking about that same topic, guys. But let's look at facts, let's look at stats, and let's be sensible and reasonable. Let's don't get our emotions all caught up in Bitcoin and in our investments. That's when you start to make mistakes, okay? Protect your capital, and I highly recommend check out TCCS. Okay, the registration link will be in the description box below. Yeah, so Mark, that brings me to my next little question here. Sorry for my little rant there, which I tend to do every so often. So what was your last call there, Mark? Your last call? Yeah, you could talk about that.
Yeah, so our last call, we sold like 75% of our
portfolio Mark, sorry,
back.
Sorry to interrupt. No, my mistake. The call before that. We're going to get to that one very shortly.
The call before that. So
yeah, it was XLM, Icon, I believe, and something else. You guys were pretty bullish before the pump happened.
Yeah. So yeah, we like I said, we start buying on the 14th of December. We bought 100% of our portfolio back into Bitcoin, XLM, and AOS. AOS was in a big retracement. So coin that are really volatile, usually when they go down, let's say, I don't know, 50%, we could expect a bounce of 30%. So, and the coin with the lower correction will see a lower price bounce. So we try to find those good coin with a good good correction. And this is when we bought, and from there at one point we saw that ICX didn't pump enough. So what we did is we sold a little bit of XLM and we bought some ICX because we were expecting him to pump a little bit more. That thing it happens. So and after that, the Bitcoin drives up to, if I'm correct, I don't remember at what price Bitcoin was when we sold. I think it's 3,800, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we flipped 75% of the portfolio back into stable coin. And then another pump happened, so we still have 25% of the portfolio in that pump, but we could see ourselves start selling some of that percentage too.
Let me just look at the chat here. People are asking questions here. Mark, so you got to bust out your crystal ball, bro. We know you got a crystal ball, okay? Because the type of positive trades you guys have been providing to people has just been phenomenal, okay? That ain't no damn Fibonacci. No bullshit like that. You got a crystal ball, so you're going to need that very shortly. Somebody asks right here. They say, so what's your prediction in January 2019? Will it go under 3K? But I don't know if you want to answer that,
I think under 3K this year. I think it will happen before January. That's the way I see the thing unfold. I don't think trader will buy at this point because we are like the 20th, and people have a lot of family. People take off for a couple of days, so 100% sure that we should see a sell-off happen during the next couple of days. That's what I expect from it. And for this January, it's hard to bet against all the past history of Bitcoin, but I know Bitcoin had a lot of correction. I don't see Bitcoin go under 2,800 like this. I don't see it unless I can change my mind with the time. The more time we will get closer to that thing, I could change my mind. But for now, I think the bottom should be around 2,800. Yep.
Awesome, awesome. And by the way, I'm sure the viewers do appreciate you purchasing a mic there, Mark. All right. A lot of people said it was a little bit harsh, but hey, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
See, guys, he actually
I
went
think
to
I
get a
hope
mic. What's that?
I hope it's better right now. Like
Yeah, yeah, it's so
for
much better. It's so much better. And guys, look, I'm gonna look at you in the eye right here through my camera lens and let you know this. Look, you know, I get a lot of opportunities from companies, from people asking me to advertise, asking to do this or do that. As small as my channel is, you know, I get these offers, right? And you know, my turn down rate is literally like 90%. You know, I could have a new dude on here every damn day, never mind week, okay? And, you know, it'll be different content all the time. But I don't want to bring any and anybody here unless I know they've proven themselves. And as I said, my first video was 6 months ago on TCCS. And that's, you know, a 6-month testing period is a very long time. And they have showed me that, yeah, you know, they are well worth it for me to bring them on my channel. You know, we're trying to do this every week. And just, you know, share with you guys some information that's very accurate, right? Not based off of some YouTuber trying to be the first guy to break news. Like, you know, you got CNN fighting with Fox News on YouTube right now with crypto, right? Everybody wants to be the first one to friggin' break the news like reporters. So, I don't know. It's not about that, at least for me. But I want to bring up a picture here. We might actually fade out. Let me go right there. So that was the signal, which was data. Shit. It doesn't have the date here. I could have showed you guys the date, but this was what, Mark? I think 4 days ago or 3 days ago. This was the one. Yeah, this was about okay. Yeah, what?
18 December. This
18th of December, right? So today is,
Yep.
so that was 2 days ago. This was a signal, 25%. Well, first of all, we were in BTC, 25%. We were in Stella, 50%. We were in EOS, 25%. And then from there, the signal said, remain in BTC, take 25%, take out 25% from Stella, and then put that into Icon. It was what it was, pretty much.
Yep.
And man, that was pretty damn profitable because, you know, Icon started to go up and you guys were bang on once again. But that brings me up to the current signal, Mark, which is stable coin. And I would love to know, I gotta be fair and honest here. You know, you told me, look, you know, Francis, put your crypto into stable coin. I'm like, you sure? You know, this is we are having a mini rally and we are temporarily bullish at the moment. I get that. But, you know, around 3,800, you said put it 75% to USDT, 25% to BTC. I didn't really understand that. And this morning I woke up, it was Bitcoin's at 4,000, you know. So why are we in a stable coin if Bitcoin went up $200?
Well, actually for the on those cycles, usually altcoin follow BTC with the same and more percentage in gain in USD. We can check right now. I think AOS didn't went higher than it was before. Same thing with ICX. XLM went a little bit higher, but not that much. It's only Bitcoin that went up. We kept 25% in Bitcoin. But from there, we just hit a big resistance. When it hit 4,100, it's, well, 4,200. I was like this point, it's like, it's the big resistance. If we go through that, and I don't expect it to go through, we might buy back, but higher. But right now, it's a big resistance there. And I think we're gonna start seeing lower low and higher low from there, and that's gonna bring us to January.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, like, going back to what our viewer asked there, you know, do you expect it to be 3K by January? And, you know, if you do the math,
it could,
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Could, yeah.
If you do the math based on the 4 averages of the past 4 years in that time frame, that period of time, mid-January, 36% dip in price to where we are right now or where we would be in another week would roughly be around the same place, right? So, yeah, that's going to go roughly below 3K. So, I mean, yeah, you know. And keep your watch out, your eye out for that. So yeah, let me just go back to the chat there and see what everyone is saying. As you guys know, leave your questions in the chat. I will be more than happy to ask on your behalf. So Post Paradox says many people didn't make profit in 2018, so I assume the dip will not be as hard in January of 2018. What do you
I
say for
I
that?
I agree with his opinion too. People cash out for to pay taxes, right? Because they make a profit. So less people made profit this year, but I'm pretty sure it will happen, but not that hard. Like I don't expect Bitcoin to go below 2,800. So correction of more than 30% from this, it's going to be the max. That's what in my opinion, right now. Unless bad news or something come up,
Yeah.
those things we don't control it. But yeah.
Right. Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, nice, nice analysis there, Mark. So, Mark, did you wanted to talk about something? I think before we got on the phone here on the interview, you wanted to mention something, I believe, to the viewers. Is there anything about the program, the referral program that you have going on there?
Yeah, so if you guys know, like in at TCC, we have a referral program. So how's it work is you can refer a friend that his wallet is bleeding, and like definitely some people need a guidance in crypto in the crypto world. You can refer them, and you can make 10% of commission out of the person monthly fees. So like I said, we don't manage fund for people, so we don't want the your funds exactly. It's just it's a service. So when you refer someone that decide to pay for the service of TCC Signal, well, you'll get some money back, either if the person pays in Bitcoin or if it pays through PayPal. So you just have to create a PayPal account, and if the person decided to pay, you will receive money in your PayPal account.
Perfect. So how does that work for somebody who wants to refer? And guys, as I mentioned, the link is in the description box. Hey, look, this is not really about you using my link. Does it help me out? Absolutely. But you know, if you guys like what you see, and this is why I try to show you guys. Mark, do you mind for the Christmas holidays at least? Okay, let me just check
Yeah.
one something very quickly here. Okay, we got 30 people watching. I do appreciate everybody for joining. Now, do you mind, Mark? Could I like do this? Can I give out some signals for people from as I receive them? I am a paid member, a VIP member here. You know, can I share these signals with my community just to, you know, gain a little bit more trust for the services you guys do provide?
Yeah,
You know, at least
of
up
course.
until the end of the year. Because to be fair, I mean, you know, you guys don't give out signals every day, and I think if you do, the turnover rate wouldn't be as great, right? The conversion rate. So you know, so I
Of
do
course,
like
yeah.
that. If I have your permission, could I do that?
Well, yeah, sure. And they can join too in we have a free channel, and in the free channel, we give tips to our members. We update with we have daily update of what's going on the market. And actually, in the free right now in the free chat, we shared our analysis that why we sold. Okay,
Yeah.
so we still give to the free members, but sometimes it's not everything, but we are already giving. But yes, Francis, you can give some signal to your members, like to prove that like
Yeah.
we're trustworthy.
And like I'll be the first to let everybody know out there who's watching. I mean, you know, you guys aren't, you know, 100% right, but you're freaking more right than you're not right. I would say about 85% ish, man, which is ridiculous. Okay, so and this is the thing too. Going back to, you know, I kind of put you on the spot saying, hey, you know, you recommended 75% stable coin at 3,800, and Bitcoin sure enough goes up $200 to 4,000 ish. You can never get it at the best price possible, whether that be getting into entering or exiting a position, right? So we took a lot of profit still, and I'm very happy with that. So you know, it is what it is. Let us go on to the live chat there, and we got so Vidash Ram Prasad says this is the best show, bro. I do appreciate you, my man, and thank you for such positive comments. J Jedja, let's just say that. Many but institutions, so he goes, but many institutions like the Nasdaq are coming in crypto in 2019. Maybe it can grow, it can go more high. And yeah, so as I said, look, this is definitely going to happen at some point. But what am I alluding to is this. The bull run is in here right now, okay? So I don't know if you came in a little bit late, G, and for those who are just joining, I will say this again. I just pulled up some graphs. You guys can check out the replay, and I highly recommend you check this out, okay? Because you want to see these. This is not my opinion, Okay, this is statistical data that are facts, okay, and stats. Bitcoin always does a major correction or a major tank in price in mid-January, okay? This is well before the institutional money is supposedly supposed to come in. Now, hey, is it going to come in before that? Because we know the markets are manipulated. One thing you cannot predict is manipulation. But I still believe we will see this dip come in before the institutional money, right? Because this is mid-Jan. I believe the, that Jeff guy I brought up was talking about from the New York Stock Exchange. He was talking about introducing this to his clients after the holidays. So what I was alluding to is maybe he knows this dip is coming and they still want to scoop it up at low prices, ultra low prices, right? That's their game plan, right? As I said once again in my previous video, when Bitcoin was at, let me just change the angle here. When Bitcoin, guys, was at about, $12,000 last year, early December or late November, going up to 19,000. What did the SEC say? What did Goldman Sachs say? JP Morgan say? It's a bubble. It's going to pop, right? That guy, Jamie Dimon, he said his daughter bought a Bitcoin and she thinks she's like the smartest person on earth. He goes, I thought she was smart too, right? And then, Bitcoin goes up to 19,000, right? All-time high. It had the world's attention, okay? Everybody wanted to get into Bitcoin. Your grandmother, your damn nanny, your damn, teacher, what have you, want to get into Bitcoin. So now it was like, okay, the SEC and all these people, these alphabetical agencies wanted to prove a point. So they drove the price down of Bitcoin. This is just my opinion, but I think this is the case, right? Everybody has their opinion. This is mine. So they realized they had to demonize Bitcoin. They had to prove to the world that they were right, that Bitcoin is a bubble, this and that. So lo and behold, CNBC has a Bitcoin show now, right? They got these panel of experts all of a sudden that knows Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. They're giving their little 2 cents to the masses, to the general public who's watching news, like say my mother who doesn't know what the hell Bitcoin does or whatever, right? But she believes these people she sees on TV. They did a very good job. Bitcoin's going down, and then you got the guys like us and yourself who are watching, who are in Bitcoin well before this and knows, Bitcoin is going to be here long term. But what I'm trying to get to is, when Bitcoin reaches these ultra low prices, these major alphabetical agencies are now saying, yeah, well, we're ready to buy Bitcoin and we're ready to introduce it to the public coming early next year in Q1. For what reason? Because you dudes just manipulated the price, drove it down, and you're scooping it at low prices and you want to sell it to us for high or to the public at high prices. This is exactly how the stock market works with pre-IPOs and accredited investors, right? You gotta have $2 million in your bank account or have an income of $200,000 for a minimum of 2 years to be accredited or to be certified investor, which is bullshit. As I said before in my other video, when you go to drive a car, right? Just because I got $2 million in my bank doesn't make me the best driver in the world. I still got to do a test of competence to prove, despite my bank account, that I understand how to drive a car, right? The same should go for these types of investments. So the rich gets richer, the poor remains poor or gets poorer. And that's what, sadly, the cryptocurrency markets are heading in. Yeah, it's definitely a sad thing. Mark, do you agree with that?
Yes, well, yeah, I agree with you for sure, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty in-depth there, but that's the reality of our current state of the crypto markets. Let me go to the live chat here. We got Ken, my man from Nigeria, says, I see mass adoption coming up in Africa, Zimbabwe, Venezuela, Sudan. What's this? Oh, wallets are made, that's a typo, I couldn't read that, oh shoot, sorry. If wallets are made more flexible. What's your take on this, Ken? If you could repeat the second half of the question, I didn't really understand that. And yeah, I mean, Ken, to kind of like piggyback off what you were saying, yeah, I totally agree with you. Like, Africa is a ginormous market for crypto. Obviously, the population over there. And Mark, you could give a little of your input on this as well if you would like. But if you notice, right, it's North America. It's the United States of America. It's Canada. That's kind of like behind the ball here. Okay, they're behind on cryptocurrency, and these poorer countries like, say, Malta's of the world, and Cyprus, and Malta is known as the blockchain island, and we got Thailand, and I think South Korea. Well, they're not poor, but these countries on the other side of the world are on the forefront of cryptocurrency mass adoption. So I truly believe we are on the verge of seeing a transfer of wealth just exploding in these other countries that have underdeveloped economies. Imagine if the American government told everybody when the internet came out, oh, I'm sorry, we can't use this technology, you know, yeah, you guys aren't allowed to use it, and see other countries were using it, do you know how far behind these countries would be? They'll be left in the dust. They wouldn't even know, you know, what has the internet done for us? You know, we're hyper-connected. We could do these things. We could have an audience. You know, we could have a show and share information. Imagine if they did that with blockchain, which they're kind of doing right now. These countries are going to be left behind, man, and not advancing with technology, right? So it comes down to greed, man, and I'll shut up now. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, it's like that. It brings it's gonna bring wealth to a lot of different country that don't have access to, example, to a bank account.
yeah.
They cannot raise funds for their project like we have the chance to do in America with the stock market and stuff. So it gives them a chance to bring their game up and be at the same level as us too. So just by giving them access to a bank account, to a non-corrupt bank account, so nobody could seize your fund with Bitcoin and stuff like that. So like it's gonna be good for sure. And I heard that they are sending little satellite to do Bitcoin transaction. That was in the news a couple of weeks ago, and those satellites will let some people down in places where they don't have access to internet connection, use the satellite to transfer Bitcoin from a place to another. So those kind of things are pretty cool, I think. So yeah.
Yeah, and let me look at the chat here. We had a guy here talking about how, you know, he had a different opinion, and that's cool, you know. Like, as I said, everybody has their opinion, but you know, with all due respect, brother, you could make your own show and you know, talk about what you got to talk about. This is my show, and I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about, right? No offense there. I kind of like, oh shit, I kind of got him out. So let me go back to the live chat and what folks are saying. Ken says, I see mass adoption coming in Africa. Okay, yeah, we went over that question. Okay, guys, so I don't know. We've been going on for over half an hour. I like to leave my shows about that. You know, we're probably going to give you guys an actual schedule of when you can look out for us. You know, we want to have an exact day and time, okay? So, you know, I'll let you guys know in that regard. And also, I got Mark's permission. I will share with you guys all the latest cryptocurrency signals. Look, man, these guys are super, super accurate, okay? You know, the only time I didn't see them accurate is when we could have made more money when we already made money, okay? So, I mean, let's don't get greedy over here. It is what it is. I think I'm going to end this, Mark. If there's anything else you want to leave the viewers with, now is your chance to do so. Your Twitter handle, your website, anything. Well, the link is in the description box.
So you guys can join us on Twitter. It's Top Cryptocurrency Signal, and you can join us on the website. It's free to register, and you'll have access to some of our call and stuff like that on our Top Cryptocurrency Signal and on the free chat. So the website is topcryptocurrencysignal.com, and we welcome everyone, and thanks again, Francis, for the time. And
no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. I don't mind bringing on guests that has a value to provide to not only myself but also to my fellow crypto lifestylers. Okay, so guys, say, look, this is your boy, the Crypto Lifestyle. I think we're going to end this right here, right now. We went over, are we in a bull run, or should I just rephrase that and say bull run or bullshit? Tis the question. I think the latter is true based off of, not my opinion, but off of the statistical data and graphs I pulled up, guys. So you know what? There ain't really much left to say other than until the next live stream. Well, hey, whoa, back up for a sec. I want to say this. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you are, man. Just enjoy life, okay? It is the best time to ever be alive, okay? With the advent of crypto and blockchain tech, and we are just accelerating in that direction, guys. So look, keep a lookout for my next videos, and there ain't really much left to say other than until the next video, you're on your own. Later.
Wherever I go, it just goes with me. Crypto life is the life I lead.